We finally got some Crowsworn news, guys. There was a Kickstarter update a couple days ago. Backers only, so I'm not going to go ahead and show what was in there because there's a couple of exclusive snippets and stuff, and I don't really know how the devs would feel about that. But I will break down kind of what we learned, and there's a couple of cool things. Nothing too major. Now, before we get started, I don't want to seem too impatient. I know the game is still a long ways off, but this game is near the top of my most anticipated upcoming games. So any bit of news is going to excite and interest me, and probably you if you clicked on this video. The first bit of news, which is what I probably find the coolest out of all of it, is that there are 2 new animators added to the team. All that Kickstarter money is being put to good use, I guess. The 2 animator names are R2 and Lub. I will post their Twitter handles in the description. Lub was a participant in the Crowsworn fan art contest during the Kickstarter, actually, and he got 4th place. Fourth place! He must have really impressed the team. R2, I don't really know much about him, but they showed off a punch animation that they're working on in Crowsworn. They didn't tell us what it was for, but I'm guessing maybe it's a preview for like finishing moves or fatalities. Either that or there's like, you know, some interaction where you punch a statue to bits. I don't know. I'm just speculating here. They didn't really give us much to go off of besides the animation, which is looking pretty smooth. Good job, R2. Secondly, this comes from a more technical standpoint, but they showed off a world editor that they created. It will help them streamline the content creation, and more importantly, it's going to help them better visualize the actual process of creating the game world, which in turn will help them bring everything together in the end, where it all feels interconnected, kind of like that Hollowness feeling of, you know, exploring something that actually feels lived in, breathed in, which is super awesome to hear for them. Any kind of technical stuff like this is actually really cool to see in Kickstarters. Kickstarter I follow religiously right now is Scrabdackle by Jake Friend. His updates are pretty much what I want from Kickstarter updates. He always goes more into the technical side of things. He doesn't try to spoil too much, but he keeps us informed, and that's the most important thing for backers, is just keeping them informed. I don't like the radio silence, but I also don't like heavy spoilers, so. There is a new vocalist on the music team of Crowsworn, a singer named Azja. She's known for her work on Guild Wars 2, and more importantly, she's worked with both the famous Hans Zimmer and the inspirational music creator 2 Steps from Hell. The team reiterizes that Crowsworn is exceptionally ambitious, and animation is one of their key focuses. One of the enemies in the Kickstarter trailer has over 200 frames of animation for a single combo. Animation is the key that the player relies on to make informed decisions in a game, especially in regards to boss and enemy design. If a boss is not animated well, then the telegraph or non-existence of one can feel unfair and cheap. This emphasis makes me more confident that Crowsworn will have even better combat and boss design than even Hollow Knight. However, this also increases the workload of the team by a huge margin. The amount of detail and commitment to exceptional animation means a lot of work for the devs. But they are still committed to finishing the game by December of 2023. I can't think of a single indie Kickstarter project that has ever released on its schedule. The fact is, there are always setbacks. Random changes and ideas can take place, the game can just not feel ready. I personally would not expect this game by December 2023. 2024 is a more likely release window to hope for. But either way, I sincerely hope that the devs take all the time they need to make the game they want, because that's the game I invested money into and that's the game I want to play. Thanks for watching, and play Death's Gambit Afterlife.